This podcast is sponsored by Carrot Competitions. They're one of the fastest growing competition sites in the UK. You can win cash, trips away, watches, cars, much more. And ticket entries are as low as 5p an entry. And they also have some fantastic, funny videos on their Instagram page at Carrot Competitions 1. Go check them out, carrotcompetitions.co.uk. You can see the logo there in the screen. Yep. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Thank you. Welcome back to Kitchen Talk episode 21. This might be episode 20 though, because I've just realised that the podcast recorded with Darren Matthews, my mic wasn't turned on, so that's fucking brilliant. But today we are joined by our third non-comedian guest, a good friend of mine, Mr. Calum Conn.
Hello, Dindsey, how are you? Thanks for having me on to the famous kitchen.
A pleasure to have you here, mate. I was speaking, we actually have recorded 3 minutes roughly already, but we're going to have to do it again because my mic, I hate myself. But I was saying that Darren Matthews, who was on, you people might not know this because I might not put it out, but he brought lovely gifts of Jammy Joey's and German biscuits, and I think it's going to be a thing now that all guests have to bring a gift of some sort, and what Calum's brought today, very invaluable.
So, been watching the podcast for a number of weeks. I'm just really wanting to take this podcast to the next level. Obviously, we have Carrot Competitions, who very gladly and happily have sponsored the podcast here. And so what we've done is we've got a number of sponsors for the podcast just to really take it to the next level, Dindsey, because I think it's what the podcast deserves, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what I need as well. Do you know, I'm a struggling financially comedian. I need a few quid in my pocket.
He's only got one mic that works.
Yeah.
Really.
Fuck.
He records with one mic. He's a what's that called? Mono audio?
Stereo. You tried to fuck me with that.
When did I try and fuck you with that?
You were whenever I recorded one of the podcasts, and
yes.
I was like, it's in one ear. Each microphone was in
so
one
I was like,
ear.
you're listening to
like,
the fucking weight on the side of your head like this here.
You were like, you're doing it in stereo.
Does he podcast on real here? It's class.
Or no, you told me to do it in stereo, but I actually needed it in
Stereophonics. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
That's the alphabet, mate.
It's a stereophonics.
Oh.
We'll cut that out.
We'll keep it in. But yes,
back to the money part here. So, speaking with a number of different brands here in Northern Ireland, which are very poignant. So I thought, from being a friend of the pod, firstly it'd come with a little bit of a beer review, but Dindsey, a beer review with a bit of a twist. Because one of the sponsors for this week is a company called Resolute Minds. Now, Resolute Minds is an organisation set up by a friend of mine. It's to essentially help young people battling with trauma, mental health and addiction.
Which is really suited to this fucking podcast.
It is, because we're not going to talk about any illicit substances or anything to do with addiction. I've got literally an entire locker of times that me and Dindsey have had that we'll get into in the pod here. But however, what I wanted to say was, it is possible to do a beer review with a zero beer. Mm-hmm. So what I thought I'd bring you today, Dindsey, is not only some sponsorships for the pod, but also 3 lovely beers. Now, I know from watching the pod itself, Dindsey, that you like a big can. Am I right or wrong?
I do like a big can. I like a tall boy.
You like a tall boy, but you also like a can with a bit of a story. A bit of a story of a can is what he likes, Dindsey. So I went today and I went to shout out the Vineyard on the Ormer Road. You'll get tapped for a sponsorship soon after this. that line in itself is about 25 quid. So we start off with the Zero Erdinger, which is a
Be good if you said the name right. It's Erdinger, not Erdinger.
No,
who's Erdinger?
Erdinger. I think she went to my primary school actually.
Erdinger, barely know her.
Erdingers. Then secondly we have, it's a Wicklow wolf, Dindsey.
That's definitely
Wicklow famous for his wolves back in the day. Before
I read
St. Patrick
Arcadia
came.
Lager. It's famously St. Patrick.
St. Patrick rode a wolf. He rode the Wicklow wolf to banish the snakes. All while drinking a Wicklow beer. And Dindsey, myself and Dindsey have had a number of excursions over in London, so I thought that we'd bring London over to you.
With a Beavertown, where's that? Is that UK based?
Beavertown.
Beavertown.
Is that in the UK or
neck oil? I like an oiled neck sometimes.
Absolutely, mate. Stop it from being squeaky. Do you know what I mean?
Do you want to get tucked into this Erdinger?
I think we should. Yeah? I think we should. And we should talk a little bit more about Resolute Minds while we're doing it.
While I'm opening this, you can do that.
So Resolute Minds is founded by Rory Sloan from Belfast, Northern Ireland. From a young age, Rory really struggled with substance abuse. He struggled with crime. He got stuck into basically a bit of a rut and ended up going down a bad path. But however, what Rory has done is he's really taken all of those lived experiences and he's created this platform called Resolute Minds. So Resolute Minds You can find them on Instagram. You can find them on TikTok. We'll shoot their logo up here and we'll also shoot their Instagram. Basically, they can work one-on-one with individuals who are struggling with addiction. Rory himself does a lot of public speaking, and then there's also the fitness side of things, which, Dinsey, I know that you're a big fan of. I think that he's going to be doing a Resolute Minds High Rocks, and I think that you'll be first in line from watching the pod, I think.
I'm the one who shoots the gun.
Absolutely.
At the fucking participants. But no, great, all for a great cause.
And thanks so much again to Resolute Minds.
Thanks, Resolute Minds. Give them a shout if you're struggling.
Cheers.
But we should talk about the beer. I always talk about the beer. I don't know if you're familiar, but when we do the beer review, we typically, because we're usually IPAs with wacky sort of tins, we do a bit of an in-depth sort of review of them. So this is a standard Erdinger alcohol-free. Oh, it's in German, alcohol-free.
Alcohol-free.
Alcohol-free. Yeah, Erdinger Weissbrau. You're not a fan of the normal Erdinger, you said?
Not really. I don't think I really like a very light beer like that or Lef, and I think that they're kind of in the same ilk.
What are you rating the bottle?
The bottle, I'm quite liking it, to be fair. It's got a nice sleek upwards here, kind of like the old school Coke bottle, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
I think that that's very quintessential in Germany as well, because they obviously invented the curved beer bottle back in the day. So before, like years and years ago, whenever beer was invented in Southeast Asia, they used to have square bottles because they made them out of, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but they made them
rice?
Bamboo. Yeah, rice, yes. Rice shoots, and then also square bamboo boxes.
Yeah, that's how they carried them.
That is indeed, and they stacked them up, and that was basically the creation of the first ever step. Was
so they actually invented beers and stirs at the same time.
They did.
Which is, is there any other inventions that, you consume one and it makes the other one more difficult to operate?
Well, I'm sure there is, to be fair.
let's not worry about that. To the alcohol-free Erdinger Zero.
The alcohol-free. What notes are you getting there, Dinsey?
Very wheaty beer.
It is very wheaty.
I feel like I'm drinking a loaf.
A Theresa May beer, Fields of Wheat.
Fields of Wheat, yep.
It's a light tingle on the tongue, I think. It's got small, fine bubbles, kind of like the champagne of beer, I'd say.
And if you, say for example, had a field of wheat, I'm assuming you would live out in the countryside, and you would probably also have a garden. You
certainly would have a garden. And how possibly could you upkeep this field of wheat without, I don't know, Dinsey, what would you say, a gardener? Or even a
genie?
A genie. An absolute genie. And coming into the second sponsor of the podcast today, we have Genie Gardens. And if a genie came to you and your three wishes were hedge, lawn and weeds, Genie Gardens is the company for you. So Genie Gardens is a Northern Irish based gardening and landscape organisation from an individual who I have actually worked with on a close basis. He has done the garden at my mother's house. And Dinsey, you've seen it yourself. How good is the work from Genie Gardens?
His ma's bush, one of the best bushes I've ever seen.
It is, absolutely, yes. And the way that Mark and team can just take a lawn from looking like a field of wheat that you might make some stairs out of back in the day to in Southeast Asia to basically a Wimbledon style lawn. So essentially no job too big or too small. Somewhere in post, Dinsey's going to do his magic here and he's going to put up a little logo.
I'm going to put it right, I can't fucking work out where. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put the logo.
So Genie Gardens, no job too big or too small. Can sort anything from a small home, whether it's hedge, lawn, you just want the garden looking a bit nicer. They have garden gnome polishing services now, yep. I believe, at a premium, obviously. And then they will also do commercial stuff. So if you're listening to this and you're from, I don't know, football ground or...
from football ground?
If you yourself are from a football ground, you're a groundskeeper and you want to just sack the entire groundskeeping team and get Genie Gardens in.
If you're a greenkeeper on a golf course?
Exactly, greenkeeper on a golf course. Where else could Genie Gardens do?
An airstrip. If you're from Belfast International and you want the crosscut at the international airport.
Yeah.
Or if you're a homeowner.
Yeah.
I like a cut grass.
They'll even do your AstroTurf for free.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to maintain.
It is. He will come in and he'll have that AstroTurf looking like he's almost not done into it. It's like whenever you get a haircut and you come out and it looks like nothing's really happened, but it's just that slight bit better. That's what Genie Gardens can do. And obviously after you've had someone in your house doing your grass. You got Mark, you got some of the team come in, and you're thinking, just common courtesy, I'm going to need to offer this person a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a coffee. Or even at that, some American-style drinks and confectionery. Now, Dinsey, where do you stand on the Centra Spar debate?
Personally, for me, Callum, I think Centra is supreme to Spar. I think Centra is the far better convenience store.
I absolutely agree. And to be honest, Dinsey, Centra Trackside is one of the shops that whenever I'm away from the UK and I'm thinking I want to come back home, I want to come back to some fresh, convenient, and ultimately friendly staff. The staff are convenient, and we'll get into
And
that.
friendly.
But Centra Trackside is another sponsor of this pod. So this is one that's owned by a family that we're quite close with.
The Beacons.
The Beacons, indeed. And I have to say, it is one of the best kept shops that I've ever been in my life.
Yep, I would agree. I've been in there plenty of times, and the selection of snacks, essentials, cleaning products, the list goes on, and I don't. You can continue the list if you'd like.
I can, yeah. So we've got tinfoil, washing up liquid, spoons, forks, knives, sporks, bottle openers, you name it. And Adam Beacom is a very avid TikTok shopper. Yep. So if you think of a very obscure item and you want to go and see it, and you want to buy it.
Human teeth. They might have it. I can't confirm if they'll have it.
They were sold out the last time I went in to try and get them. But Bacon was looking a bit different.
A bit gummy.
He was looking a bit gummy.
What can I help you with?
He'll put his teeth on the line.
That's the kind of service that you get at Centra Trackside. So give them a follow on Instagram, Centra Trackside. Sure go out and visit the shop. Spend your money. We need to keep the lights on in this podcast.
We do. And Dinsey needs to keep flying me back for these podcasts. Yeah. And it was only in economy this time. And we're going to chat about that after, because I'd love to be bumped up. Even a bit of leg room here. And then finally, the last sponsor of our podcast. So let's say you've had your garden done, Dinsey. Yeah. All right. You've given the individual who was in the house, you've given them a coffee, you've given them a tea, you've given them maybe even a wee jammy joy, if you really like them. If it was Mark himself, the CEO of Genie Gardens. And then you're thinking, right, for the rest of the day, I want to go on a wee date. I want to go somewhere serene, and I want to go somewhere on a boat. What would you do, Dinsey? What would be the first thing that came to your mind?
I would probably go to a boat rental company.
Exactly. I'm so glad that you said that, because that's the third sponsor of the podcast today. The fourth and final sponsor of the podcast today. It is Clinkercraft. So Clinkercraft is a Lough Erne based boat rental company. They've expanded significantly. So essentially, Dinsey, if you can just imagine yourself up at Lough Erne, the whole premise and idea from these two guys is they want to give other individuals the life that they've had for 25 years in Lough Erne. They think it's an untapped resource. So they've expanded. You've got the option to have a little beginner boat. So you can stay over, you can take the boat for maybe 1-2 nights. They've also then got an even larger boat. And then you're never going to guess this, Dinsey.
Don't you dare tell me.
They've got an even larger boat. They've got 3 boats. Clinkercraft. Some people are saying it's the biggest boat in Northern Ireland. Now, I don't know if that's true, and I don't know if that's...
Probably the biggest boat you can rent.
It's the biggest boat I've seen in Northern Ireland, in Clinkercraft.
I don't actually think I've seen that many bigger boats in my life anyway.
Exactly. It's huge. I watched the Titanic for the first time the other night. Unbelievable movie, by the way.
Bit of a small boat, though.
Just tiny. I saw a size comparison, and if you think... Right, so if this is the Clinkercraft... That's the Titanic there. That's the difference. And do you know what? The prices are very, very reasonable.
I actually heard that the Clinkercraft is the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. That's
how
big it
is.
Are
we just getting that?
I just got that out of my ear.
We're just getting that from upstairs?
Yeah.
There you hear it, folks, live. Clinkercraft is the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. Obviously not intentionally, because of all the...
No, it was the Titanic's fault.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there was 2 people fucking about at the front of the ship, and they couldn't see where they were going.
Captain Jack Smith. Do you know P7 actually did a whole project on the Titanic? It was a full competition, and basically what it did, Dinsey, was it just went through Wikipedia and just copy and pasted the entire thing from start to finish, laminated it and put it in a spiral bound book. And my teacher was like, fuck me, this guy's unbelievable. This guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to boats, and I do. So if you're looking for a boat to rent in Lough Erne, please do visit Clinkercraft. We'll put all their details on screen.
Get on them. Thank you for the sponsors, Calum. Thank you, sponsors, for sponsoring the podcast, I suppose, as well. Let me know if you want to get this. This is a continuous thing. I suppose we can get into the nitty gritty of the podcast today. What did you think of that Erdinger alcohol fry?
I really like it. It's a bit moreish.
It was a bit weedy, I thought. Well, good news for you is we've got more beer.
Unbelievable.
Do you want to finish that one, or do you want to go on to the? Because I think we are behind the scenes, folks. We have arranged a few pints today.
Absolutely. Super Saturdays over here.
You don't want to be drinking an alcohol fry beer.
Oh no, you don't.
So you don't before you go out, because really, what's the point?
Is that the guy's name from Futurama?
Alcohol fry.
Alcohol fry.
Yeah, that was when he was blocked.
Let's get into it.
I remember watching Futurama, and they had a Lucy Liu, you know, the Asian actress. Mm-hmm. Don't know why I got so bricked up watching her.
You were fancying her.
I don't know why.
Who was the main eye girl? Was it Leah or something?
Layla.
She was fantastic. Whenever you're talking about, she
had a thing with there was a thing of her and like a wee dog thing. Can't remember what you call him. Stitch.
Fuck off. Fuck off. I just watched the most recent Lilo and Stitch. A fantastic movie. Really good.
I fucking love him. Hold on. I'm gonna do a Stitch impression.
You doing the impression of that Chinese lady there?
I know.
You can't do that, does he?
I'm gonna do a Stitch impression. You talking to me?
Here, no, I'll do a Stitch impression here. Right, hang on. Oh fuck me, I've got a proper Stitch here. Can't do any more running here. I got a proper Stitch. Fuck's sake.
No, I'll do a proper one here. Oh, Hannah, no, that's enough impressions in the podcast. No, you can go ahead. It's all from me.
Okay, no worries. Well,
give us another one.
Another, just a random.
Stop looking at the camera, by the way.
It just feels natural to look at the camera. Well, do you want me to look at you?
Well, that's how you would have a conversation with someone.
Sorry, it's the first time I've ever had one.
Can tell a bit. You don't need to stare at me. Do you know what? Look at the camera again. Let's get tucked into it. Well, actually, we'll need to give us a rating. I liked it quite. I would happily drink that, no problem. If I was out for dinner and I had to drive somewhere.
In terms of a zero beer, like that
probably one of the best I've had.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say.
I'm not a big fan of the zero Guinness now.
Wouldn't thank you for one.
No.
So I'm only just recently, in the last year, been a Guinness drinker.
Yeah. I think it really depends on kind of the environment. I couldn't do it in the sun.
No. I think it's probably Guinness weather now, though.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe Guinness today.
Wee bit cold, and you got like kind of weather that you've got a hoodie on, and then you just have a wee nice Guinness.
A wee nice Guinness.
Has to be a good one, though.
But the thing about Guinness is it's served like really cold. Colder than most beers.
Do you reckon?
Why is it then not a summer drink?
I think it's because people...
It's because it's black?
People think it's...
Why'd you laugh at that?
People think it's thick. But it's not that thick. It's actually, the lowest calorie of all the beers.
I don't think that's true.
That is factually true.
I don't think that is true.
Pull that up, Jimmy. Well, maybe not all of them, but it's definitely one of the lower calorie beers.
I'm going to compare it to a pint of Harp.
Let's go. Well, Harp's quite light, you see.
You can't just fucking move the goalpost, Colin.
Can, alright.
Calories in pint of Harp. Fuck off, I don't want AI mode. A 12-ounce serving, what is that?
No idea.
A Harp lager.
You've got the VPN ounces, on, don't you? The American VPN to bypass those new restrictions.
What restrictions are they? I want to be able to see beheading videos on my Twitter again. So 12 ounces of Harp is fucking around 155 calories. What's the calories in a Guinness? Oh, I actually need to change it to 12 ounces. And 12 ounce.
How much was the Harp?
155. Okay, it's about 125.
Let's go.
So it is. So yeah, fair enough. Not by that much, like, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be going on a dad on it, fuck's sake. Yeah, what do we rate this beer? We need to give it a score out of 10.
Well, are we doing it for an alcohol-free beer, or are we doing it just as a beer itself? Because that's a pretty big distinction, I would think.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to stand up to other beers when you rate an alcohol-free beer, but as an alcohol-free beer, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10.
I would agree. To be honest, it's nice, it's light, it's pretty crisp, and if you're going for an alcohol-free option...
That's a couple of condoms just fell out
Drop
on the... Okay, let's get into the Wicklow Wolf. Are we going to the same glass, do you think? Who cares?
Yeah, just go for it, yeah.
What I like to do on the previous beer reviews was I like to crack the tin at the microphone just to give the audience a bit of like immersion. Turn that on when you want to warm the water up. I don't know how I'm going to do it here.
Oh, bit of spray on that. Are we gonna mark it down for the
I
spray?
think we should mark it down.
No spray, no lay, mate.
Is there a tea towel anywhere near you? Oh, yeah, there's one here. Oh, that's alright, don't worry about that. It's actually on my face right now as well.
And how does it feel on your face, Dinsey?
I'm getting, wet notes.
Okay.
The microphone's also wet now. This could cause problems. One of the podcasts today, the microphone was turned off. The other one, the microphone was damaged.
Okay.
What did you get down here? A fucking
Explode,
space hopper?
exploding beer.
Is that how you brought these beers down on a fucking pogo stick?
Yeah. Just thought I'd shake them up as much as possible to give
Did
it
you ever have a pogo stick?
I did have a pogo stick, and I had a pogo stick from. Do you remember down in at Yorkgate, which is now called Cityside, which is extremely
Woke.
Extremely woke.
Yeah.
It will forever be Yorkgate. There used to be a toy shop in there, and I can't fully remember the name of it. Was it a Toys R Us potentially?
Could have been.
And I had a pogo stick that had lights on it, and it lit up every time you bounced, and it was absolutely fantastic. Pogo sticks, they need to bring them back. Do you know, in London, people will just leave stuff outside of their house. And recently someone left a pogo stick outside their house. So I was walking down on the way to the shop, thank you, and I saw this pogo stick sitting there that I just had a few bounces on it. And then walked on. So some fellas just watching me walk down the street to see this pogo stick going, fuck, I'm having to go on that. And do you know what? It was class. It was a really good pogo stick. Did you have one yourself?
Yeah, I wasn't very good on it though.
They were hard to get when we were younger, I think.
Yeah, they are, and you can't use it on grass. It just fucking wedges in. What are we thinking? Immediately, Colin, I'm struck by the colour of this beer.
Yeah, it's a very amber beer.
Amber?
Yeah.
Is amber not orange?
Well, it is a bit orange.
I'm just getting more yellow. It looks to me, do you ever see like it looks like I'll get this close to the camera. This looks more like a beer from a cartoon.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Duff. I feel like I'm drinking a Duff here.
Cheers.
Cheers on the Wicklow Wolf. Oh, before we do, actually, sorry.
There was a story on the Wicklow Wolf that you didn't read, which
yes,
I'm pretty annoyed
I'm
about
about to read it here. Have you read it?
No.
I hate that it's sideways. I'm going to let you know. At Wicklow Wolf, our mission is to brew exceptional beers without compromise and with true passion, independently brewed for independent minds.
We are.
Independent
Red
minds.
pillars.
We are locally rooted here. So am I. And at one with nature. Brewing beers in a sustainable way.
Oh, boo!
Kill the fucking planet.
Dinsey, you're going to have to speak about.
This is a gluten-free beer.
Is it?
Yes, you fucking pansy.
Fuck me, what's this? The wokest top
This is
three.
the wokest beer ever made.
Front three woke.
Arcadia gluten-free lager is slowly conditioned to ensure an exceptional taste. This is a smooth, refreshing lager with a hint of sweetness and spice. Finely balanced with a fruit and floral notes. Subdued maltiness throughout with a crisp finish.
Ooh. Subdued maltiness?
I don't have high hopes for this.
Right, do you know what? You fucking liked it before you read that thing, and don't judge a beer by what's on the side of it. Do you know what I mean? Cheers.
As the saying goes. Can I give it a smell first?
Let's not be put off by the fact it's gluten-free. I think a lot of things are probably gluten-free that you... oh,
that is horrific.
Is it? Oh, it tastes like if you had a beer and you sprayed a load of cheap aftershave in the
Yes,
beer
yes.
before you drank it.
Do you ever get when you like spray a bit of aftershave in your mouth by accident?
Maybe that's why it's sprayed all over you, because there is aftershave in it.
That is one of the worst.
Pack of row beer.
That's probably the worst. There's definitely another one in there.
I know. We'll come back.
We'll come back to it. That is easily one of the worst beers I've ever drank in my life.
I'm gonna go in again here. I kind of hate it
I
so
hate it
much
so
that I
much.
like it. Oh, it's worse the second time. What's in this? What percentage are we talking here?
I think it's 4.2.
Hugo Boss for men. Ugh.
It genuinely is one of the most offensive tasting beers I've ever had.
And do you know what? That just goes to show you that alcohol-free can be a lot better.
Yeah,
And
I see.
That's not even a plug for Resolute Minds. That's actually fact.
I know we rated the alcohol-free against alcohol-free beers.
Yeah.
Compared to that, I'd rather drink that. I wouldn't thank you for that.
No.
It tastes. I know why it's called Wicklow Wolf, because a wolf's obviously pissed in it.
It's wolf's piss.
That is what we're drinking. We're just drinking wolf piss.
Right, well, we won't be getting any sponsorships from them anyway.
I don't fucking want them to.
Shite.
Oh, it's such a hassle to get it. And then you've the fucking Calum is actually off camera as well. There's 2 buzz balls sitting here, and he says we're going to try these in the podcast as well. And he says no, we're there for after because we're going out after. Calum knows that I don't like this flavour.
Look, I didn't know this.
You did?
I didn't know this.
Bit of context.
I think he's made this up.
I went to see Calum in London in June.
Yep.
And we were getting the tube somewhere, and he says, "Oh, get this buzzball." I was like, "I've never had one." He go, "Get this buzzball." Chili mango.
Mate, it's lovely.
I don't like spicy margaritas at the best of times. It's literally heartburn in a ball. That's like me. Do you know what I mean?
It's nice the way that the chili just like undercuts it a wee bit and just gives you a wee bit of spice.
Undercuts what? Me? It undercuts me. That's what it does.
Undercuts the mango and just gives you a bit.
There is no mango.
It's fucking chili mango, mate.
It's like drinking. A bit of sauce talk here. It's like this. It's like drinking this. Lovely. No, it is a lovely sauce, by the way.
What about what we found out the other day about jalapenos and chipotle?
Holy fuck, man. I don't know if anyone knew this.
Completely blew my mind.
It's a fucking... For anyone who doesn't know, chipotle chilies are just dried out jalapenos.
Chipotle are raisins. They are jalapeno raisins.
And it's the same with a lot of other chilies as well. Adobo, what were they?
It's a software company, I'm pretty sure.
But there's Adobo
do Photoshop?
chilies. Yeah. PDFs.
They do PDF files.
Your dad's a PDF file.
He is indeed, mate, yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, adobo chilies are also like a different, like normal chili.
I don't think I've ever had an adobo chili.
Nah, you don't really get them here, I think. But it's interesting. I always wondered, why can't I never... Have you ever seen a chipotle chili anywhere?
No.
Neither have I.
And that's why.
You have to go to like a special sort of...
But I've seen like photos of them. They're very dark. But
there's nothing wrong with that now.
Of course there's nothing wrong with that now, Denzi. But
I don't care what colour my chilies are. I actually don't see colour in chilies.
That's why I like them in a fucking chipotle mango buzzball.
What's your favourite chili?
Favourite chili? Oh. So Domino's used to do Riquito sweet chili peppers. I don't know if you remember this, but I used to get Riquito sweet chili peppers and chicken on a pizza. Oh, it was fantastic. It was like a sweet, slightly spicy chili. I think that's up there, one of the best. Haven't been able to find it since.
I like the red hot chili peppers.
Oh.
I think their music's pretty good. That is, honestly, I can't stop thinking about how bad that fucking beer is.
Yeah, it's not great.
I appreciate that you brought the beers, and it's very good. We'll take a break for, just until because I know I'm not going to like the neck oil.
Do you not like neck oil?
I've never had it, and I know I'm not going to like it.
You will like it. Yeah, I know you'll like it, because Dinzy, I know that you like a little bit of a fruity beer.
What do you just call me?
You do. You like a wee bit of a fruity note beer, like a Jubel or something.
Oh, don't even. I found out that I can order them to my house, and they're pretty fucking expensive. But I might do it for Christmas.
I tried to buy some this morning, but I couldn't find any.
Jubel can't get them anywhere here.
Nope.
And I was in when I was over in London with my dad. We were in Ealing, and it's not a hot spot of places, but there was a nice pub that we went to. And I was drinking fucking Amstel or something, and then I was telling my dad the whole time, I was like, can't wait to get on this Jubel. And then it was his round. He went in, and I goes, what did you get me? And he goes, try it. And I was like, he's got me one of these fucking pervy IPA beers. Do you know the way my dad, for anyone who doesn't know, my dad drinks IPAs, and he was going, and he goes, oh, what have they got in drafts? Is why I like London. And he came out and he goes, try that. And I goes, what is it? And he goes, just try it. And I'm sitting going, see if you got me a fucking IPA, I'm not going to fucking drink it and everything. Lo and behold, Peach Jubel. Oh, unbelievable. The
start of a beautiful thing right there.
And as Colin got me on them in London in June, and I can't stop thinking about it.
They are great.
It is the easiest to drink beer, and that's an example of a gluten-free beer, which I didn't know.
Is it gluten-free?
It's gluten-free. It was on the website, and I was like, that's an example of a gluten-free beer done rightly. Not this piss. Not this piss.
Wicklow piss.
Wicklow piss. Wicklow wolf's piss.
Not to slander, but listen, you need to make a better product here.
No, and I think, see if you're drinking that, pervert, don't listen to this podcast anymore. Arcadia Lager, more like piss.
Shite Arcade, you never win, fuck's sake.
Very, very nuanced podcast this. I suppose we'll get into the neck oil. I'll hold the microphone to it this time. I don't know why I had the microphone on. I think that's what the problem was.
I think as well, the you were speaking about Amstel. There's an Estrella lemon beer. There's an Estrella lemon beer. It's called Lemon Dam. Oh, Dinzy.
Oh, I am a sucker for a lemon beer.
Dinzy. Got a lot of stick for it recently. I think people think that drinking a lemon beer is not for men, but I think men do drink lemon beer, to be honest. Thank you.
No problem.
So, Dinty, you're talking about a beer that's easy to drink. Secondary to Jubel, I believe, is a Neckwell in terms of easeability of drinkage.
What I would say about Neck Oil is I'm a big fan of their branding.
Yep,
So
fantastic.
I am. It's a lot of weird, wacky shit going on, and all the tins are different, aren't they?
Well,
Are they all
that's
this?
usually what tins are like. Oh, like individually.
The design.
Individually.
There's not blue
sure.
ones and all as well.
There's what, sorry?
Blue ones.
There's different types of neck oil or beaver towns that you can get essentially. Neck oil is probably the biggest one. There's also one called Gamma Ray, which is a wee bit more kind of like IPA style. This one's kind of the middle of the park of all of the beers, really.
Right.
But cheers for the final beer of the
To the final beer of beer review.
beer review. What are your thoughts?
No.
You're not liking that?
No, that's fucking wank.
I think that you're just. This is still in your palate. I think you need a bit of an
Palate cleanser.
you need a bit of an Erdinger palate cleanser here.
How the fuck have I done this? Do you know what? No, I'll have a bit of water. Hold on.
Okay. I think because honestly, I don't think you're giving it enough time. Really, you're not giving it the time of day. No, in saying this, I've never had it out of a can.
No,
We're not liking it.
not at all.
Right. Well, fuck's sake, this is the last time I'm bringing you any beer. Sure, it's been an absolute nightmare. But
Can't wait to wash these down with a wee buzzball of heartburn.
we Chipotle dried jalapeno buzzball.
I'll just load up on Jammy Joey's before I leave the house.
Absolutely. Well,
No.
cheers to the beer.
Well, what's your thoughts on it?
I quite like it. Now, to be honest, it's not as nice out of a can, I have to say. It's one of those ones that you can have a couple of. You sort of start the day off, you ease yourself into it, and you have a few sort of fruity type peach beers, and then you get into the day.
I've just worked out what it is that I like. So I don't like. This is a fruity beer, but it doesn't taste like a particular fruit.
Right.
I like a beer that is fruit flavored, like a strawberry water.
So
Like
you don't
like
want there to be like essence of peach.
No,
You
I
it
want
to be
straight up peach. Yeah.
Like not like find the peach in this room. It could be underneath. It could be under this chair. It
I
could be
want
in the washing machine.
I want James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, you want it to be right in front of your face,
Yeah.
like a lemon orchard, not just like some zest.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm not a zesty guy.
You're not
I
a
hope.
zesty guy. Fair enough. You are a wee bit like there's a bit of zest about
There's
you there,
not a
Tinsy.
zest in
There's
me
a
at
bit of
all.
zest about you there,
Don't
big
talk
son.
nonsense, sir. Not a bit of zest in me whatsoever. One of the things that I mentioned to you before you came on the podcast, Colin, was Charlie Veitch.
Yep.
Now, I don't know you know much about his background. He used to be a vice journalist, didn't he?
Did he? Do you know the only thing I know about Charlie Veitch are the videos that you see of him online just fighting people who are he's either massive
He is very tall.
or these people are about 5'2" and he's just going around fighting midgets the whole time.
I don't really know what his whole purpose is, like what his whole I only ever see clips of him, but he seems to just antagonise people, mostly foreigners, and like sort of left wing liberals, I would say maybe.
Yeah.
He was at a Palestine protest and he was causing a bit of bother. But the thing that I wanted to talk about was he has bodyguards around him,
Right.
and that's a thankless job. As I said to you, it's a job that like you know, if your mum asks you what do you do for work,
Yep.
you'd be a bit ashamed.
I'm a bodyguard. Oh, so it must be a pretty like high net worth individual who's doing a lot of good in the world. No, basically he just he goes around Scotland and then finds a 5'2" midget and pushes him and goes, "Get back! Get back!
It's a great impression of him. Are you going to hit me? Are you going to hit me?
Step back!" He should do voiceovers. Like you should put him in like unexpected item in bagging area. Put back. He sounds a lot like that guy James Watt, like on the beer theme. He sounds like the Brewdog guy. He's up there, Dinsey, with one of the worst.
One of the worst people ever. And usually he would be someone I would guess that you'd be pretty like into.
No. I think that's painting me in
North
a pretty,
Atlantic fishing boat.
So me and Toff, we have quarterly love reviews. So we basically look at our relationship KPIs and we see how things are going, and if they're not going well, we'll have a review. He is one of the worst about, honestly.
And the fact he owns Brewdog, which is, and you know what I will say is when I was in Ealing in London,
Yeah.
I also dipped my dad's big into this fucking Brewdog, and we went in and he was sitting going, fucking having a wank at the fridge, looking at all the different beers, and we did get food in it, and it was actually alright. And you know what? Their lagers, not bad.
It's not too bad.
What's the one?
Fair.
Cold
beer.
lager?
Cold beer.
Cold beer?
Cold beer, I think. Yeah. They've got so
My
many.
biggest weakness.
Biggest weakness, probably cold beer.
A cold beer.
Teleportation.
I sent you a voice note that it was. I turned in the GMAC at the end of it.
Yeah.
75 points.
So whilst me and Dinzy were basically planning for this podcast this week, I turned into essentially prime Jordan Belfort. Send every single person that I know a voice note to
Jordan
try
Belfast.
try and get some. He's a rapper, no? try and get some sponsorship for the podcast. And thanks again to the 4 people
Thank you to
who
the
replied.
4 sponsors. Go back and watch the ad read at the start. The 10-minute ad read we've done.
I know. Well, sponsors pay the bills.
That's
We'll
how
do
you
the ads.
It's getting us a few podcast equipment later on.
A few podcast equipment. A few cold microphones. A few ring lights, if you know what I mean.
Fuck, I hope my ring will be lit later on.
Oh, well, alright, don't you worry about that. There'll be a few guests.
Like the Charlie Beach bodyguard, there's your man Schooner Score.
Yeah.
And that's he obviously has the guy who videos him.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think about it because you don't think about it until you see the behind the scenes of someone filming him.
Yep.
Like someone filming the videographer, and it's just a guy with a camera, with a phone, just doing all this, and he's going, schooner score here, let's score the schooner, and it's, that's a thankless job also.
And there's also, whenever they're recording that, like there's no background music at all, so that that's not on. So
I'm here at the
just a fella,
just a fella going like this.
Do you reckon he practices at home in his mirror?
He's pretty good at it.
He's very good at it.
Do you know I might be making this up. Do you know the video of the posh kids? It's like a bit of a Twitter meme. And it's, mate, where are you? I'm just tossing the pill about with Chugsy. Do you know that Schooner Score in that video?
Is it?
Yeah, have you seen the video I'm on about? They're like walking out of a house and he goes on the phone and then it's a fucking AJ Tracy song in the background.
Oh,
and it's like a posh guy rapping.
The one that went viral.
Yes.
The whole thing, and they're all like going to meet up on the phone or something.
Mate, where are you? Just tossing the pill about with Chugsy.
Geez. Yeah, terrible.
That's Schooner Score.
Tarquin and the boys.
Yes,
yeah.
That's Schooner Score.
No way, really?
Also, Schooner Score. Schooner isn't actually a pint.
Schooner is a 2/3 beer,
Which
I believe.
is what you would drink if you were having one of these, I believe.
As
an IPA. IPAs are typically in a
are they
2/3 of a pint. Yeah.
You find a lot.
Which makes them even gayer.
Well, do you know what, Denzel? Actually, I'll refute that in a second. If you're in somewhere like Spain, so me and you obviously big paddle men, kind of Spanish, both of us.
If you want to strike the ball,
you have to strike the ball. You play the easy shot on the ball. Hit the ball. And so in Spain, somewhere like that, you're out sitting in the sun, 2/3 beer. That's all right, because the best thing about it is then it stays cold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But are IPAs typically served cold? Or some of them not
IPAs
room
are
temp? Some of them are room temp. Like,
is that not more of an ale? Potentially.
Well, what do you think IPA means, buddy?
Oh, fair enough.
Indian Pale Ale?
Yeah, but it's from India, so it has to be cold. Otherwise it go off.
I think they wouldn't care about that. I've seen in some of their videos. I don't think the health and safety executive really.
Have you seen the video of the fella who's basically working on a massive frying pan, probably about this size, and he cracks an egg into the boiling oil and just starts to stir it with his fingers? Brother has asbestos hands, just fully like fingering the hot oil.
I love watching those videos because I just think, fuck, that's disgusting.
There was a fella that I saw, he goes around India and places like that, and he tries to get food poisoning. so he looks at the most disgusting looking street vendor he can see, and he goes, yep, that's it, I'm gonna try that. Just like some drink that has like bits floating in and loads of flies and all, and just actually tries to get food poisoning.
I love, because it shifted from people were like, I feel like the videos of those food vendors, people were like, this is like traditional Indian food, like it's just an authentic thing, like look how good this looks. And then it's just shifted to like, look what these fucking animals are eating here. I'm not saying they're animals, but the videos of the street vendors is that they are fucking disgusting. Like,
have you ever had food poisoning?
I was literally about to ask you that. No.
So I'm not gonna lie, I thought it's kind of like hay fever.
Yeah.
I thought, like, listen, this is a made up thing, like people don't really actually suffer with this. But I went and had a Nando's, and holy fuck, it was absolutely awful.
What do you think gave you the food poisoning?
I think it was probably the Nando's, because
but what fucking part of the Nando's?
Well, probably the fucking chicken, mate. It's hardly going to be the chips, is it?
Would it not be raw then?
Well, yeah.
Or was it off out of date?
Oh, well, I don't know. Just it can be anything.
Did it taste funny?
No, it tasted completely sweet, and I was with other people. I think I had like chicken wrap or something, and they had thighs, but it was like
How else would they got into the place?
Mate, they're wheelchair friendly in London. It's very woke. But it was like waking up in the middle of the night, shaking with a fever, but being roasting and cold sweats and all. So like food poisoning is no
badly?
joke. Yeah.
I can remember being younger and having a pizza out of Frankie and Benny's and being sick, and it put me off pizza for a while. But I don't know if it was a case of like food poisoning or I just didn't like the pizza.
It happened to me once in the Omniplex, the cinema in the Omniplex. I had the nachos. Cinnamon nachos, mate.
Great.
Are you a fan?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a fan?
With the cheese sauce.
Oh, the big gluten
Fucking
cheese
right,
sauce.
mate.
I remember just sitting there watching this film. It was a fella who lived where we lived. His dad had given us a lift, so I was like a bit nervous to like leave during the movie. Had this popcorn and a load of fucking nachos, cheese sauce, and all. Just threw it all up. All of it. It was disgusting.
I actually had McDonald's chips before, and even since then, I've never really been like. I got sick off them, and even from then I've never really been like, oh, I love McDonald's chips. In saying that, I had a McDonald's last night, and I had the chips. They were nice. Sometimes when you get them, they're nice.
Did you go post paddle?
Did go post paddle.
What a game!
What a game! But it's just so good. I am one of the worst players of the sports history, but you put me in a team with Jack Stevens.
Oh, shout out Steve-O, like.
Fuck me.
So
that guy can serve.
For anyone who doesn't play paddle or know Steve-O, he's a fella, he's about 6'4", and his serve is just one of the most annoying things ever.
It's so low.
So you're serving underarm, and because the fella's like basically his waist is about Matt Dinsey and mine's head, so he's just slicing it down, and it's incredibly frustrating. But I think don't put yourself down too much there, Dinsey.
No, we got a good 6-5. Well, we lost 6-5, me and Steve-O at the end, which is the closest I've ever come to winning one of the series.
Have you never won?
No, no matter who I'm with. And I just, every time I make a mistake, I'm like, sorry. And I just feel like, I don't think I've ever apologised so much in my life as whenever I play a sport.
Oh, I know.
That I'm the most apologetic person because I'm just like, sorry. And see, but when we play paddle, it's pretty like it's a friendly thing. No one's like fucking raging about it. When you play five-a-side and things, people get a bit more into it.
Yeah.
People go, for fuck's sake, and you're like, I know. I don't need that. I don't respond to that kind of criticism.
No.
You're not going to say that in the middle of a football pitch.
Like a wee turtle.
Yeah, you do. You shell up.
You shell up. Yeah, no, paddle, it's an absolutely fantastic game, man. I was having to think the other night about trying to first and foremost, trying to become rich is actually a lot harder.
Keep it a wee bit closer to your mouth.
Is a lot harder than initially I thought it was going to be.
Becoming rich?
Yeah. Just in general.
It's weird how that works, isn't it?
Why is it like that, honestly? But throwing off fucking spaghetti.
You're on your left wing, Mark. That's what it comes to. You realise I can't actually be a millionaire.
Oh, no, don't worry. We've a few more podcasts yet before we start talking about shit like that. But I was thinking, paddle clothing specifically is kind of an untapped area. There's not really a go-to brand that you would think of for
Nike.
Specific paddle gear.
Nike.
Do they do specific paddle gear?
You tell me.
Are you just making that up? Well, the problem is that you don't know. So I'm thinking we start a brand for paddle gear.
What would we call it?
Bandeja.
Bandeja?
Yeah, or Vibora.
I like that one.
Which is
Vibora.
It's actually a paddle shot. It's snake in Spanish.
Right.
Or
how do you do it?
It's basically you come up high and then you cut it down like a snake would sort of do that when it plays paddle.
Snake's playing paddle. What animal do you think would be the best at playing paddle?
A gazelle, I think. Just bouncing about the place.
Yeah, I was originally thinking octopus, but they wouldn't have the low.
You can only give them one paddle. It would be fucking cheating. Couldn't be having like 8 paddles playing against you.
Yeah, but they're fluid. Do you know what I mean?
Or a giraffe, basically Steve-O, really.
Yeah.
Just
imagine that serving
up top. Who do you think then would be the absolute
But what way
worst?
is it going to hold it though? Like I'm thinking, a 4-legged animal. How's a 4-legged animal going to hold it?
Oh, so it's not changing like its actual anatomy. It's staying as is.
I feel like it's a bit unfair.
Well, it'd be unfair for an octopus, firstly, because it's just going to die. So
they can live out of water, like.
Can they?
Pretty sure.
Are they amphibians? Octopus?
That's not what that means. But they can survive out of water for.
I'd say that is what that means.
I'd say an octopus could survive for an hour.
So just enough for a paddle game.
Yeah.
So they're built for it.
They could be like.
You'd be pretty raging though if you're like on Playtomic or whatever, and then this guy.
Fucking octopus has turned up. You're like, mate, there's a dead octopus in the court that booked it for an hour and a half. Fucking get this out of here.
For sakes, this fella's supposed to have a 5.0 Playtomic score here, and it's an octopus. But yeah, it's a truly is a fantastic game.
Fastest growing sport in Europe.
Sweeping the nation.
I tell that to people, and I don't even know if it's true.
It is true.
The fastest growing sport in Europe.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? But here's the thing: how much other sports is there to be growing?
Well,
I think everything else is pretty established.
I think it's mainly just about how new it is. Like it's such a big thing over in Spain, and it's only recently that it's become a thing now. And I was surprised at how many courts there are these days.
They're just in the most awkward fucking areas to get to.
We played at Let's Go Hydro, and I think that they took that way too literally because the court was fucking soaked.
Was it the one that's in the middle of the reservoir?
No, it wasn't even. That one was probably more dry, mate. Would have been less dry floating on top of the water than actually playing in this court. So
how does it affect your game?
You're sliding all about the place.
Oh, really?
People were playing in socks.
Going home with wet socks.
And exactly, it's just not conducive
Two things you don't want to go home with: wet socks and wet boxers.
And a dead octopus in your car.
Mate, how do you think the boxers get wet?
Just stuff it in there. And a loss because your fucking octopus mate just died.
Because we're fucking playing against Steve. He kept fucking he kept fucking giving those low serves, and the octopus was dead.
That's a hectic. Like someone call the RSPCO.
There's a new one opening up across the road.
Really?
Let's Go Paddle.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
That'll be very handy. Mate, I'd love to just make it my whole thing now.
Mate, we should. I'm telling you right now, we're using this podcast as the first ever
paddle podcast
iteration of our paddle brand here.
I've seen close personal friend Shane Todd has started a panel channel.
I did see that.
A panel channel? Paddle channel?
Yep.
Say that.
Paddle channel, paddle channel, paddle channel. She sells paddle channels on the paddle channel shore.
Red paddle channel, yellow paddle channel. And I'm very, I don't know, I was thinking like, would I like, not that I would be, but I could be, but would I want to be invited to it? Because first of all, the quality of my paddle skills, not the best, but also, I wouldn't want to be.
You're committed, Denzi. But you're committed.
You would be mic'd up, and I get frustrated.
Sorry.
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 And then I also get frustrated with my own inability, and I'm fuck. You know,
yeah, there's a lot of profanity there, a lot of swearing at yourself.
I don't know if the prize guy wants to hear that.
Calling yourself fucking prize guy cunt.
What's that fucking serve all about?
Generous bastard giving away $1 million. Fuck's sake.
Here, not the us, but
oh.
Funny story. Me, Calum, Steve-O and Luke were drinking last week for the Liverpool Arsenal match, and the prize guy was giving away what was it?
1 million.
1 million, and we were like, "Fuck it." Well, my ma rang me.
After shaving that beer anyway, don't you?
We were like, my ma rang me. She goes, "They brought it down to 30p a ticket." So we all went on, bought like fucking. I think we had like 300 tickets between us or something.
Yeah.
And we were all like, we all agreed that if one of us won, we would give each other ones the 50,000 from it. Fully convinced that our generosity to each other would have made us like get good karma and win it. But we didn't win it.
There was genuinely a point when we were sat there, and it could have been the like 12 beers that we'd had prior, but I really thought that one of us in that room was going to win. And I was sort of trying to tempt fate, just being like, oh, I hope it's not me.
Which is why you should go to carrot competitions where you're more likely to win.
Absolutely. There's another plug there for you.
The plug goes at the start of the episode as well. I've got it pre-recorded.
Nice. Well, it's good to keep it going.
It's a recurring thing.
Keep the viewers engaged. So who do you think then is next on the sponsorship game for the podcast, Lindsay? Who would you love to have?
This is it. My dream sponsors. I talked about this on a different podcast, and I ultimately so William Thompson has a black card for a kebab shop.
Yeah.
I messaged him and I says, when people ask me whenever what are your goals in stand-up comedy, I say I want to be a recipient of a black card kebab shop.
I think
kebab shop black card. Sorry.
I think we can make that happen. Like, I really do think with a few phone calls that could be made happen.
But then I also think it's a dangerous game. See if I have unlimited kebabs.
Yeah.
It could be a short-lived sponsorship.
Would you want the entire shop though? Are you talking? You walk into this kebab shop, you've got this card, and then you're just basically fucking Willy Wonka of Donner here.
No.
Get whatever you want, or is it just one specific?
My order for free anytime I want it, day or night, free of charge.
It's good to laugh, man. Would you want to have your own kebab, as in like
the Dinzy kebab?
The Dinzy.
Oh, do you know what the thing is though? Like, I get such a plain kebab. It's just doner meat.
Mm-hmm.
It's the doner kebab meal on naan with chips, garlic sauce, and no salad. But then I'm like, if I have free will to, do what I want with the kebab, would I maybe change the bread?
Oh wow! Talk to me about that.
I don't know. I don't know, maybe a kebab ciabatta. A kebababada.
A kebab. Abracadabra.
There was Kebab Express on the Newton Arts Road.
I don't really like ciabatta. Just gonna say it.
What?
I don't really like it. It's a bit chewy.
I like that. I like a chewy
Do
bread.
you like the chewy?
Do you not like a chewy bread?
Give me another example of a chewy bread.
What?
Like a Vita is
Bagel
quite chewy.
bakes.
That is true. A bagel is chewy, but it's not so chewy that it's like it's got. I feel like a ciabatta has a lot of like integrity, but sometimes it can be very dry and like crumbly, which I don't like either.
Great.
Croutons? You liking that? Well, croutons are a different fucking kettle of fish here, didn't he? You're comparing.
Are you toasting
You're comparing
your
an Erdinger with fucking Wicklow Wolf here. It's not the same thing.
Apples and oranges are like fuck's sake. But are you not toasting your ciabatta?
Well, I have to be honest. I can't remember the last time I had one.
You want to try one of my ma's steak ciabattas, peppered sauce, tobacco, onions?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that on the card
Oh,
after this here?
no, not right now. There's a fucking Jammy Joey with your name on
happy
it.
days.
Maybe a German biscuit to
Happy
go with your
days.
Erdinger Zero.
We'll have another wee bit of this here, will we?
Mate, you work away at that.
But we're talking about the Dinzy kebab here.
Yeah.
So listen, you fill your boots. If you think a ciabatta kebab, then that could be yours.
Immediately I'm going towards like a crisp in it.
Oh, bit of crunch.
Bit of crunch.
Bit of like Boojum chorizo crunch.
And it's yeah, and do you know what I'm going towards?
You
Doritos.
slutty bastard.
I'm going towards Doritos.
Oh my day. What colour? What colour are you going, Dinzy?
You can pick.
So I'm thinking, what sauce are we going here? We're going house.
That's the thing. If you want to go house, you're probably better going for the chili heat wave.
Do you reckon? Do you not reckon there might be a bit of a clash? A Doritos clash? A crunchy clash?
The fun
A
fact,
crisp
there was a
clash?
Doritos game on the Xbox 360 called Doritos
Mate,
Clash.
that was class, wasn't it?
the wee parkour
Yeah,
game.
it was lethal.
Well, do you think the Cool Original would be better?
I think
Definitely not the cheese. I think
I'm not. I wouldn't really thank you for them a lot of the time.
neither would I.
But I'm thinking maybe the ones that you get in Subway on a nachos,
What are they? The Cool Original?
the salted ones that are in like a beige packet.
A kebab typically is very salty though.
Well, Doritos gonna be salty anyway, though, surely.
But you don't want too much salt. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So if you go Cool Original with the garlic, I think would be a real combination. So do you know what? I actually think I've stole this from German doner kebab. Remember in the one in the woods?
Yeah.
We went to a festival in Liverpool, for anyone who doesn't know, just after COVID, and the next day after we were all ordering our own food, and I got German doner kebab. We'll go on to what you ordered after, don't worry, because people need to know how much of a pervert you are. I got a German doner kebab. I'm also a pervert for getting this, and it was a doner kebab burger, which was just a bop with doner kebab, but they put Doritos in the burger as well. It was fucking wild, but do you know what? Just what I needed. Yeah, it did.
I think what we need to do is get into the kitchen here in some kebab shops. I think this could be a Patreon special. Dinzy in the kitchen, making kebabs, making different types of kebabs,
God.
and then at the end of it becomes the Dinzy. Dinzy, I think I should just potentially be your manager here.
I've said, Calum, quit your job, be the manager.
Let's just take you to the comedy store in where is that? In
LA.
LA.
It's not really the big comedy club anymore. It's the Mothership.
Is it the Mothership in Austin?
Yep. But we'll go on to this. He's trying to dodge this. Trying to dodge this conversation. We went to this festival. Some substances taken. We'll not get into it. Well, we could tell the.
3 Erdinger zeros.
We could tell the story about what's the song?
Oh my god! Yeah, tell me something good.
Song by Ewan McVicker, and I was in bed for it, but I could hear them all laughing like hyenas downstairs. They kept putting "Tell Me Something Good" on, and then they would just put it back to the start.
Yeah,
and
so the whole story with this was. One of the guys that we know called Brandy, he'd shown me this song. It was a couple of months before it actually charted. So he was like, mate, you should hear this song. It's called Tell Me Something Good. It was like dun 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 dun. We're like, fuck, this is class. So then we all took 2CB, and then we started playing this song, and then just as you do, things are really funny. I thought, why don't we just play it again? And I looked back on my history on YouTube, and we must have played that song like over 40 times in a row, and it's like a 6-minute song. So one of the guys that we were with actually took a girl upstairs, did whatever needed to be done, came downstairs, and we were still listening to the same song.
Tell me after.
I will tell you after.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So she must have thought that we were fucking deranged. Like just sat there pissing ourselves listening to the exact same song over and over again. It was wild.
I didn't know that happened as well.
Yeah,
I know I was in bed, but I was sharing a room with... Wasn't the guy I was sharing a room with?
It was? I thought that you were kicked out, no?
I don't think so.
Oh, I think he went into another room, and that was the whole thing. We'll talk about.
Okay,
it more
we'll
depth,
we'll
more
find it
depth
after.
But yes, the next day I thought, right, hungover here, let me order an Italian. So ordered a load of pasta and like fucking. I think.
Did you get bruschetta?
Pretty sure it was bruschetta, and like a load of fucking. I think it was either like tortellini or ravioli or something. So it was all this bolognese fucking grease sitting around my stomach, and I just violently threw it all up afterwards, which obviously was gonna happen. Like, who thinks, oh, I'm dying here, I'm dying here, let me call up Luigi and just sort me out with
Give
some
me a load
pasta.
of bruschetta.
Yeah,
I'm recently going on the bruschetta game.
oh, it's lovely.
Oh,
Really
had it
good.
in Malta, and it was so nice. Do you know what's even better when they do it with sun-dried tomatoes?
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I like that. Love a good bruschetta.
are you a sun-dried man?
Do you like sun-dried tomatoes now? Yeah, they're nice.
Unbelievable, like.
Good bruschetta whenever it's done proper crisp. Bread has to be proper crispy though.
Checking to see. Oh, what bread do they use?
It can't be using like softish bread.
They can use. I'll tell you what they can use. Ciabatta.
But do they often though? I feel like it's usually a baguette that's cut diagonally.
Well, that's French.
I know, but you can get a baguette in Italy as well. A baguette.
You can't say it anymore. Don't put an F there. What bread is in ciabatta or ciabatta?
But yeah, when it's done nice, tomatoes have to be really nicely thinly cut. This is ciabatta. Fucking bread professor over here.
Bruschetta is traditionally made with rustic, sturdy Italian bread like ciabatta or pagnotta.
Pagnotta. To be or to
But it definitely is. It's like a ciabatta loaf sliced.
Yep.
That way.
Sideways, sort of.
Yeah.
On a bit of a rhombus angle.
Can be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be. I don't like it when they put onions and all in it though.
No, you're.
Just give me straight up tomato, balsamic, olive oil.
Do you know? I would pretty much eat anything, but I sort of start to almost draw the line at a red onion, especially when it's raw.
Fuck Paddy Argent. He'll be at your door.
I know.
The onion man, like Onion King. I thought I liked red onions because I got a bao bun once, and I was just like, I ordered the wrong thing, and I was like starving. I was like, I'll just eat it. And you know me, I don't like a fucking onion, but they were so thinly sliced. I was like,
Yeah.
they're actually all right. And then I got them on a pizza and was like, this is the worst thing I've ever eaten in my
It's
life.
the way that you eat an onion and it stays with you, like.
Yeah,
It really does.
It
It leaves
lingers.
it leaves its mark. The
Yeah.
onions.
it does. That's why I do like a tobacco onion, but a normal fucking white onion.
No, you
not-
see, I can take a white onion now.
No.
See, like a really grim fucking stadium burger. One of those ones that's made of like 1% beef, and then the rest is like just like Pritt stick and all. That with some grilled onions, fantastic.
I love the smell of grilled onions. I think I've said this on this podcast in 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I love the smell of grilled onions.
Unreal, like.
Wouldn't thank you. See if you put one in my mouth, it'd hit you a dig.
No,
See, as soon as I bite into an onion, the whole meal's ruined.
really.
Don't know why. It's a texture. I don't know why. It's a texture.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
Is it all vegetables for the same ilk in that sort of texture?
No, I don't mind peppers.
Do you like cucumber?
I actually hate the taste of cucumber.
Do you?
Yeah.
People have really strong opinions.
No, and I hate the way people are like, oh, it's just water, doesn't taste of anything. It has the strongest taste of any vegetable.
No.
Yes, it does.
No, it can't.
Yes,
have.
it does. It is the
can't have.
strongest. See, if you pick a cucumber out of something, you'll taste it.
Because of its cucumber water. Do you ever have cucumber water? Unreal.
No.
Really nice.
Don't like the taste of it.
We'll have some later. We'll have a wee gin.
No, that's
We'll
even
have-
worse. That's
we'll
the
have a
two
wee
things.
gin. We'll have a wee gin.
Have you ever heard about
Have a wee gin, Lindsay.
how gin and tonics were made?
Nope.
So gin, the flowers that gin's made from are like,
Junipers.
yeah, but they're not even the berries. You
Yep.
can't eat them.
Right.
I think there's something about the way, and I don't get me wrong, I'm getting this information from a TikTok I watched maybe 2 years ago,
Okay.
and it's something to do with like
You read?
The juniper berry is so fucking disgusting, and they were like, let's make a what do you call it, an alcohol out of this, and they're like, what are we going to mix it with? And they
Okay.
were like, oh, let's make this water that you can't really drink any other time. It was a medicine, that's why it's called tonic water.
Oh.
So that's where gin and tonics came from, and they are honestly the worst
So-
tasting cocktails.
Tonic is from juniper berries as well.
No, tonic water is no. Gin's from juniper berries,
Right,
just. But they're just like, what will we mix it with? And they picked the other worst tasting thing in the world.
Tonic, I will wholeheartedly agree with you there, Dinty. Tonic water is horrible.
Why do you want to drink it in a gin and tonic?
Just to give you some cucumber.
Do you
Really.
know what? In saying that though, I like a Jameson and ginger ale, but I wouldn't thank you for a ginger ale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
Jamie
know-
Ginger.
I don't think I've actually ever had one.
Oh, they're great. Heartburn City though.
I'll have to have one.
So they are. What was the other thing I was going to say? Sharks, right?
Love the way you just segued there.
No, but it actually is kind of related to the gin thing. So, sharks, you used to be able to get shark fin soup.
Yep.
But you can't anymore.
Yep.
Do you know why?
Because they just cut the fin off and threw the shark back in.
Because the whole thing's inedible, and the fin it doesn't actually have a taste. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Like the fin didn't actually have a flavour to it, but people just thought like.
Was it medicinal? They said that it was like some sort of medicinal property from the fin.
No, it was just people. I think people have like a thing for eating animals that could kill them.
Right.
And it's like a dominant sort of thing.
Fair enough. My housemate, shout out Harrison, absolutely loves sharks. I don't know if I've ever told you this story before. So one of the first times I ever met Harrison, fantastic fellow. We were just sat down in our front room having a chat, and he turned around to me, and I thought he was joking. Right? He turned around to me and he goes, "Do you like sharks?" And I was like, I mean, like, I like sharks as much as like the next guy likes sharks. You know what I mean? And he goes, "Oh, I love sharks." And the whole time I thought he was joking, and he was like, "What's your favorite shark?" And I was like, "Don't know, maybe like hammerhead or something." He's like, "Oh, right. No worries." I was like, "Is that not a good enough answer?" He's like, "Just usually used to having a bit better conversations about sharks." But that fella absolutely adores sharks.
Did you not get into more of a conversation with him?
Well, to be honest, he didn't really have a fucking mad shark knowledge. Like, how much about sharks do you really know? How much about sharks does a man really know?
I know that there's a shark that's the oldest living animal on the planet.
Right.
It's like they live for like 300 years.
Right.
They're like in the north. They're like Finland or something. Maybe.
Okay.
Like up that sort of they live way down in the bottom of the ocean. And they live the 300 years because they don't do fuck all. That's what makes them live so long.
There's another sea animal like that. It's gonna leave me here.
Lobsters.
Lobsters just don't die. Apparently.
Yeah, they don't. They can't. There's nothing that would kill them unless it's like natural causes. They don't die of old age.
They just die of natural causes.
Yeah,
which is
if they get like I don't know, like an illness or something, or like predators.
Mental.
Do you know as well, lobsters? It's seen as like an extravagant food to eat.
Yeah,
and it never was. When it first got made, it was actually served to prisoners.
Really?
Because it was so easy to fish.
Okay.
They just walk into the traps. Do you know what I mean?
So now it's just been flipped on its head, and they're actually really cheap.
Yeah.
Do you like lobster?
Did you go? Were you at mine and Steve-O's birthday when we went to that restaurant in above St George's Market?
No, it wasn't.
Sorry if anyone works there or is involved, but fucking hell, it was the worst meal I've ever had in my life. I'm burping away. These fucking eels are going to my gullet.
Going to his head here.
I got like some lobster thing and it was fucking stinking. It was a lobster bisque. I just didn't like it. But I like a crab. I like crab. That crab linguine from James Street. Oh, shout out James Street, by the way.
Oh, shout out James
There's
Street.
a friend of the pod Dylan Turner.
Yep.
Friend of the, I don't know if he listens to the pod, but a friend of ours. They do a wonderful crab and chili linguine.
Oh, it was unreal. I went to James Street there last Sunday for the old man's birthday. Had a lovely Chateaubriand.
Oh, the Chateaubriand. I went there for my graduation dinner.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's great. Really
good. One of those places that you would just absolutely go back for sure.
Yeah, but it's one of those places you have to kind of save it for a special occasion.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to go too often. That's like Villa Italia. I remember as a kid going there absolutely every single like month almost. It felt like same menu for the past 25 years.
Then you go to Skillini's for something different and it's the exact same menu.
Literally the exact same stuff, just written slightly differently. But lobster's good. Like there's a spot in London. Anytime anyone comes over, I'd always say like if we're going for a dinner, we should go there.
Oh, that
burger and lobster. The Beast Burger.
Yeah.
Burger, brie, lobster, truffle mayo, tarragon.
I actually have a truffle ketchup in the fridge there.
Yeah.
£7 a bottle. Shout out Shorthorn Kitchen. Got them from the Banana Block the other day. Unbelievable. Fucking sauce. I'll get you to try some on the Jammy Joey after.
Nice, let's go.
That's an hour, Calum, and we have beers to drink.
We do indeed.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me on. I've had a great time.
A wonderful time, and thank you very much for our sponsors. This podcast will go out on Wednesday, so come and see me in Lavery's tomorrow on Thursday. Wafflers is out on YouTube. Watch that, please. And the Wafflers second edition tickets are on in the link in my bio or on the Accidental Theatre website. We've got myself, Kieran Franco, Daniel Houston, all hosting. We're joined by William Thompson, Ian Thompson, not with a P, and Mr. Shane Todd is going to be joining us as well. It'll be absolutely class. Get tickets for that. Thank you.
Cheers, folks.